Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life. Welcome back to you that have been here. Just keep on coming back for more. Thank you so much. If you are a first-time viewer, welcome to you. I'm so happy to have you here. I share a whole lot of food and recipes, grocery hauls, homeschooling, and then some cranberry farming on top of it all. All right, today I am, of course, in my kitchen here. I was just going to make pancakes for lunch. So first I'm going to have to put together some pancake mix, and I am going to use, I know that it's in here, Cookbook 2, right here. I'm going to use Marion's pancakes recipe, and I always like to put together all of the dry ingredients in here. Okay, it looks a little, it's not dirty, it's actually stained. But there's the top. I just have written on there what I need so that when I want to scoop out the pancake mix, I know exactly what I need. Now, I do think that you could probably, I know for sure that you could sub in the powdered buttermilk if you'd like, and then you'd really only have to add like water, eggs, and some oil or melted butter. That might save you a little step and save you some time. But anyway, this is what I do here. So first I'm going to put together some pancake mix. I also wanted to show you, I am getting ready to make potato salad for supper. So I have some potatoes going there, and I have eggs over here. It's going to be quite a while before I do that. We're also going to be having that with fish, which I have thawing in some cold water in the sink here right now because I want to get that thawed. You know, I have to thaw it quick because I didn't remember to take it out last night. And I also want to say thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. I did make 2 meals last night. I made the beef flautas supreme, and I also made the apricot mustard glazed tenderloin. I hope I got those right. They're absolutely delicious. I'm going to insert that footage right now. If meal planning and getting the right groceries is a hassle for you, then try out HelloFresh. They really know how to take the hassle out of mealtime. And this spring, they are delivering pre-portioned ingredients, easy to prepare recipes right to your door. There's no standing in lines. If you're not into grocery shopping, there's no having to waste time at the grocery store. You can hang out outside if it's getting warmer where you are. It's not where I am, but maybe by you it's warm and you want to be outside doing all the fun things. Then HelloFresh is really a great option for you. So with today's grocery prices, good food is too precious to waste, and that is one of the things that I really enjoy with the HelloFresh meals. It's that I can try out some new recipes. I don't have to buy an entire bottle of sauce or an entire jar of seasoning. I get just the pre-portioned amount that we need, and I know that it's not going to go to waste because I'm going to use all of it because that is what the recipe calls for. So it's really nice then if it's a recipe that we love, I know exactly what I need to buy. I know what the ingredient looks like. I know what I'm looking for when I go to the grocery store. It's really just an opportunity to try something before you go and put the investment into buying full-size portion.
And see, they have these littler packages, so if you don't like the sauce and stuff, it's not that big of a waste.
One thing I appreciate is that I can spend less time in the kitchen with the HelloFresh meals because they have quick and easy options. The beef flautas supreme was a really simple meal, and it was just one that everybody liked. The whole family liked that recipe for sure, and I just like that. It's just really simple. Now, if you're new to cooking, you can just follow exactly the directions that HelloFresh gives you on the really big recipe cards. If you've already done a lot of these things in the kitchen, you'll find that your time spent making a HelloFresh meal is pretty quick and painless because you already know most of the skills that you're going to need.
That potatoes.
And if prepping lunch is really not your cup of tea, it's not my cup of tea for sure. I usually try to plan ahead and have leftovers for lunch. But if that isn't your thing either, then definitely you're going to want to look into the HelloFresh lunches. They have a number of options. They have snacks and easy lunches. They also have seasonal celebrations, festive gathering options to try. There's so many different recipes, and I want to say there's like 40 recipes every single week. You're getting seasonal ingredients. They're picked at their peak ripeness. You get exactly what you need. You don't have to buy an entire bag of limes or lemons for a teaspoon of lemon zest. You get just exactly what you need, so you know you're not going to have ingredients go to waste, and you also know that they're going to be fresh. And if this sounds like something that you want to give a try, go to HelloFresh.com and use code ACountryLife50 for 50% off, plus your first box ships free. I'll say that again for you. Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code ACountryLife50 for 50% off, plus your first box ships free. And thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this portion of today's video, and I also thank you for supporting my sponsors. So both of the meals are finished. I have here the beef flautas supreme. We're going to serve this up with this tomato and onion pico with some of this, I think this is called red pepper crema. And then I also have the mustard apricot pork tenderloin. This is the apricot mustard glaze for over top of the pork tenderloin. And then we also have the roasted potatoes with Parmesan. I wanted to just share this little tip with you. If you are ever out of buttermilk, you can sort of make, I mean, you're not making buttermilk, but as close as you can without actually having buttermilk. You can use white vinegar. You can also use lemon juice. I'm out of lemon. Don't do lime. I did lime once thinking it would be just the same, and no, it's not. Lemon juice or vinegar in the bottom of your cup. I just put some vinegar in the bottom of here. I don't know, it's probably 2-3 tablespoons, and then I filled this up to 2 cups with the milk. I let it just kind of rest for 30 seconds or so, pour it in, and it works almost as well as having fresh buttermilk. Okay, and then also with pancakes, you see it's still a little lumpy there. You don't want to beat the heck out of your pancake mix, otherwise you're going to end up with flat, firm pancakes. Leaving some lumps in the pancake batter does help them to be lighter and fluffier. Warren popped in. He's making another pot of coffee. It's just that kind of day. It's cold and dreary.
What's in the pot?
Potatoes for potato salad. Well, since yesterday we actually took most of the day away. We went and visited my mom yesterday. When we got back home, it was quite late in the afternoon, like I think it was after 3. We did not get back to doing any schoolwork yesterday. So today we had to double up and this day is just tiring me right out because we've been doing a lot of school. I started out this morning doing school So Happy to Learn with Joe, and we actually even doubled up. Normally we do that for around 35 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer than that, I guess. Today we did it for over an hour, and then the kids have been doing school, and math has really, well, they're kind of wrapping up their grade level here, and so what's happening is that things are, the math topics are ramping up. So the 3rd grader was doing averages, and that was posing to be difficult, and also and the 5th grader was doing prime factorization with exponents. So that was posing to be kind of difficult. So anyway, have not gotten the food put together the way I really wanted to today. So I still have to peel the eggs. The potatoes have cooled, which is a good thing. They're going to slice nicely. But it's already 3:40, and you know, we'd like to be able, I like to make potato salad early enough in the day, or even the day before, so it has enough time for those flavors to meld. Here we go. This is what it's going to be. Made it all the way up to past 90. So this is all the vegetables. I think I might put in, once I stir, I'm gonna have to check. I might put in another 1 or 2 radishes. We'll get this stirred up. I'm going to add salt and pepper, Miracle Whip, and just a little bit of mayo and some dry mustard. And then sometimes I'll add just a touch of milk to the dressing. It really just depends. You know, some brands of mayo are just thicker or thinner, depending. And that kind of just plays into how, if I add any milk to the dressing mix or not. So we're getting ready here for supper. I wanted to just take the cover off this. Why can't I? There we go. And that is the bowl of potato salad. It just seems like every time I want to make a little amount of potato salad, it always turns out to be more than what I had anticipated. We have the fish under here. Warren and Peter worked on the fish. I don't know. I don't want to uncover it and make it cool off. And then
these are horrible. These are absolutely horrible. They do not peel.
I don't know.
I mean, they do not peel.
That's so weird.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness.
It's like they were picked when they were green or something, and they do not want to peel.
I don't know. I think they're tangerines or tangelos. So anyway, so that's what we're going to be having here for supper tonight. Well, good morning, everybody, and happy April Fool's Day. Just wait till I show you what it looks like outside. I mean, if you're from Wisconsin, you probably know what it looks like outside because you got a good chance you got some of the same weather we did. And if you're north of us, it's probably even worse. I'm just going to continue on this video here because there's a couple more things that I wanted to get to. And first, I want to show you guys all a dessert that I'm going to kind of make over today and tomorrow. I'm going to be gone for a good portion of today. Darlene from Super at 60, she hosts every now and again, maybe once a month or so, she hosts a Women of Faith collaboration. And we usually share a little on faith and like a recipe of some kind or a grouping of recipes. And this month it was, I just missed out on it. It was desserts, like an Easter dessert, and I could not get my act together to get it made and filmed and edited before the collab went up. So I'm going to make that in today's video. I'm also going to link in the description box the whole collab playlist. So if you want to head over and check out some Easter desserts, because this is going to go up before Easter. I just want to make sure that you guys all have a chance to go check out all of the videos. I don't know how many there are going to be. I haven't peeked yet, but anyway, I know there's going to be some good ones because all these ladies are great cooks. I'm going to use the chocolate torte recipe, but I'm going to make the lemon version. I know that's going to throw Warren for a loop, but I really I've wanted to make the lemon version for years. I'm finally going to do it. And there we go. There's the turnaround of what today is looking like. And I'm actually going to a farm and grow mastermind today, which is a whole bunch of women involved in ag of some sort. We're just going to be talking about community and sharing and how to connect with others. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. But let me just say, when I signed up for this and got my ticket, it was probably in February sometime, early February. And I remember thinking, oh, April 1st feels so far away, you know, like the nice spring days of April. Well, look at this. Here's today, April 1st. And that's what we've got. Even Peter this morning said, boy, I'm just so unhappy about this. Well, we're just going to keep a good attitude because we know that this is what happens even in April. I mean, it would not be a turkey, it's not turkey season yet, but it wouldn't be a turkey season if we didn't get a little bit of snow. This recipe has been around for a long, long time, and I'm pretty sure it's probably formulated for back when cake mixes were 18, I think 18 and a quarter or 18 and a half ounces. But as cake mixes keep shrinking and shrinking, it gets harder and harder to get it to fill in a full 9 by 13. This is going to be fine. I do it all the time like this, but just know that it's going to be a thinner base crust. If you want it to be a little bit thicker, feel free to put it in a little bit smaller pan. I know there's like 11 by 8s out there. I'm going to pop this into a 350 degree oven for 20 minutes. I'm also then going to start preparing my pudding. So to put together the lemon version of this, you need to have lemon pudding. Now, when I was at the grocery store, this was the last box. They didn't have any of the big boxes, and this was the last of the small. So normally, if you wanted to do it, just as the recipe would read, you would have 1 large or 2 small. We're just going to go with 1 small box. So this is to beat this with 2 cups of cold milk. I'm going to do about just a little, right about 1 3/4 cups. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to that part because we're out of milk. So I'm just going to set this aside. I'm still baking up the base layer. Normally, when the base layer comes out, I would have the pudding ready to go and I would pour the pudding over it. Maybe not right away when it's burning hot, but I'd give the crust about 10 minutes or so. Let me see what the recipe says. It just says to pour it over the baked crust. So yeah, I usually, like I said, I give the crust 10-15 minutes to just kind of cool a little bit, pour over the pudding mix, and then I chill it down, and when it's fully chilled, then I spread the Cool Whip over the top. I'm gonna have to do the rest of that tomorrow, I guess. So I guess the video just keeps it going. I wanted to respond to some of the comments from the last video, which was the video where we made the Pedro burgers. I don't like how this is. I feel like it's not in the right. Like something's goofy about the way we're in it or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're not in it at all. Here, scoot over.
Nope, I'm still, oh, I need to scoot over this way. Okay.
There you go.
Is that good?
That'll work.
All right, so in the last video, it seemed like a lot of you enjoyed the part where we were just kind of talking about responding to comments and answering some questions. I didn't really see a whole lot of questions in this particular one, but there were a few comments. And I guess the first one is Eileen says, love your grocery hauls. Am I the only person on the planet Earth who doesn't like avocados?
No, you are not. I do not like avocados.
So all of that Pedro burger, nonsense was really just
Not
for
for
me and for Emily. And I don't know who else tried it that night. Who else put avocado on their burger?
I think Jamie did.
Did he? Okay, so, but absolutely
No.
way for Warren. So Renee asks about our weather stick. She's wondering, did it break or does it eventually stop working because it's too cold?
Still working.
Still working, still
Look
out
at
there.
it every day.
Yep, I'll actually insert some footage. So after this, I'll go and film a little footage of that so you can see where it's at. I'm pretty sure it's pretty flat today.
Yeah, probably flat, even a little bit down.
Even a little down. So
That's kind of how everyone feels today. I mean, it's cloudy, it's cold, it's just kind of like, feeling kind of flat.
and down.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Angela wants to know if Warren was washing dishes in dress clothes.
I was. It was after church, and so
Yep.
I was still in my church clothes, and I saw the pile of dishes, and I'm like, well, they're not going to wash themselves. And
That's
so
true,
I
they're
jumped
not.
in on it.
So probably kind of like today, because that's probably what we're going to do. Well, no, maybe we'll get Peter to wash the dishes.
Yeah, maybe. It's kind of a Lenten thing, too. Not that I don't wash dishes throughout the year, but I mean, it's like, just step up and wash the dishes, and it makes everything better.
Yes, it does. Meg says that she lives about an hour from Pedro's in Middle Tennessee, and they love their burgers. And when we read this comment the other day, we both were just like, isn't that amazing that we were there just 3 weeks ago and like so close to someone who watches the videos. It really makes the world just feel like intimate and cozy.
That's one thing when we were staying on the beach in Pensacola, just the enormity of the Gulf of Mexico, and we just saw a very small part of it, but
Yeah.
it was kind of overwhelming when I'm used to flat land, lots of trees, and you kind of feel like you're in your little tiny ecosystem, and then you go down to the Gulf, and it's just the enormity of it all. And then to hear that people are connecting with us in our journey down there, it just kind of
Yeah.
feels like we're all part of something together.
Yeah, all part of something together. That's perfect. Kelly mentioned that she just ordered both cookbooks, and she says hooray. And thank you so much, Kelly, for doing that. I do want to just point out, because I know I do get this question quite often. Like I'll get an email saying, I don't know how to order your cookbooks. So just in case you're unsure, just go to the description box. There'll be a link there you can click on. And that really is only going to happen if you're watching a video on your phone or on a computer. Maybe on a tablet it'll allow you to click, but if you're on TV it's not going to work. Or you can always go to my website is acountry-life.com and then just go /shop. And it'll take you to all the different items I have. And so you'll notice I have the hard copy cookbooks. I also have digital copy cookbooks, and that's where you can place an order for the cookbooks. And I always work very hard at shipping out on Tuesdays. So if you, depending on what day of the week you order it, you can know that Tuesday's the day that I ship them out. So, and there's still plenty of them here, so feel free to buy away.
Yeah, make it happen.
And I loved Denise's comment. She says, I am on team hamburger boring. And it just made me laugh because all the comments, right, were people giving all these ideas of what to do with bacon and peppers and different styles of peppers. And what were some of the other? I mean, there's just so many hamburger topping combinations.
I'm a plain burger fan. I'm a
amazing.
plain potato chip fan. I'm a plain
ice cream fan.
I mean,
A plain tortilla chip fan.
hey,
So it just made me laugh because
there's nothing wrong with plain.
there's nothing wrong with that. And that would be probably what Warren would prefer anyway, is that I just do hamburgers. Yeah, some
I don't
raw
mind.
onion and ketchup.
Yeah, I don't mind trying new things.
Right.
But you like what you like, and
So I don't know if it was actually in this video or if it was in the video before, but Sam was talking to us. I was homeschooling Peter and Maria, and he came out and he started talking to us about this new hairdo that he was going to be doing. And it kind of was a cliffhanger, I guess, to some people. And so if he gives me permission, I will insert a couple of photos here of his new do. That's it for our comment discussion in this video. If you guys have any questions or comments or anything that you want us to chit chat about in the next video, just put that in the description box below and we'll see what we can do.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
I'm finally getting back to the lemon torte here. So I can already see that not pouring over the lemon pudding right away when it's, you know, still warm, this definitely firms up a lot more than like the chocolate version of this torte does, and that's just probably because I didn't get the pudding put over it right away. I have in here just a little bit under 2 cups of milk. I'm going to add in the the lemon pudding, and then I'm going to just whisk this up until, you know, till it's all blended well. Oh, it smells so good and springy. I didn't give this much time to thicken up because I did want it to, I wanted it to have the ability to kind of soak into the crust a little bit. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I mean, I'm already doing, everything about this is already wrong. So I figure it just couldn't hurt. I'm going to let this chill until the pudding sets up, and I'm then going to top it with Cool Whip, lots of Cool Whip, as well as some toasted coconut. And now that the dessert is finally complete, this video is finally complete. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, which just feels like a very all over the place video. And if my all over the place video has caused you to forget a couple things, let me just remind you to check out HelloFresh, first link in the description box below, as well as the second link in this description box below will be the playlist for the Women of Faith Easter dessert collaboration. So please go check out those videos, see if there's something that you just cannot live without for an Easter dessert. You guys have a wonderful and blessed Easter, and we will see you back here soon.